Your soul is mine.
I don't have a soul.
Oh, well, your ice cream is mine. What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Shang Tsung action figure from the Mortal Kombat Infinite Concepts series. And this is a series that came out around 2000. These guys are actually pretty rare. I haven't seen like any information about these figures, pretty much anywhere online at all. It seems like a series that came out and wasn't really successful and quickly went away, but there was only a handful of these figures left. I was able to pick up the whole lot of them on eBay, so now I can do reviews on them, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually be able to give you guys some information about these figures that I haven't been able to find. So yeah, this is Shang Tsung here. This is basically how he looks in Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. In the first Mortal Kombat, he was really old. He was like an ancient old sorcerer. And then in Mortal Kombat 2, he got his youth restored, and he became like kind of like a second boss type character. Wasn't really a main boss like Shao Kahn, but he was still kind of a bitch to fight in the games because he'd shoot all these fireballs at you and it'd just be crazy madness. Now the figure doesn't come with any accessories, which all the figures in the Infinite Concepts line, only one of them comes with accessories. That's Melina, and she can kind of barely even use the ones that she comes with. The thing that I'm impressed the most by with these Infinite Concepts figures is just the sculpt and the design of them. I think it's pretty unique. There's a little bit of a stylization there, but it's not anything too distracting from that main character, and I really do like the way that these look. It's a little bit more unique. What I like the most about these figures is the amount of articulation that they have. They definitely did a great job of that. You got a nice 360 that you can do at the head. Even though there is an up and down motion you can do, it's really just a side to side. You do a 360 at the upper arm there. You got a nice hinge at the elbow, and then the wrists are on balls as well, and then you can kind of hinge them in a little bit. You can also do a twisting motion at the waist, and then at the hips there you can do some kicking forward and back, and you get a pretty good range of motion. I really like the way that looks. And then you get a nice hinge at the knee, and then you got a ball hinge at the ankle, and then there's a little bit of like a rocker pivot there down at the foot. It's kind of a unique type of joint. I haven't seen that on any action figure actually in my collection, so that's pretty cool. And the only thing that I have a problem with this line is they are a little bit tricky to get them to stand up, and you really can't get them into any kind of cool poses because they feel really top heavy. And luckily all the joints I got on these figures are really tight, so I'm not going to worry about them actually falling apart or anything like that. The collector that I bought them from kept these guys in pristine condition, which I'm very thankful for. And now as far as detail goes, the face sculpt and detailing, it is pretty funny. It's very an exaggerative facial expression. Kind of reminds me of that bad guy from Aladdin. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Jafar or something. It kind of reminds me of that, got these very exaggerated eyebrows and, facial features. And, it kind of adds a little bit of unique character, that stylized type feel that I was talking about earlier. And I like it. I think it's kind of funny, but I'm not going to knock it too bad for that. And they actually did a great job with the sculpt all around the figure. I like the build. All the male characters use the same sculpt. He's pretty much got these black pants on with a little bit of stylization down by the boots, and that's really about it. And then he's got his suspenders that come around and connect to his green belt there. And it's pretty simple, but then again, in the Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, the characters were really simple designs, so they weren't really decked out with a lot of detail. And plus, with the old video game systems, you couldn't really deck out the characters as much as you can now with, nowadays video games. Look at the Mortal Kombat characters now, and they're just like totally different than what they were, their classic designs were just like a red ninja. And then look at Ermac now, and he's all like decked out, and it looks pretty cool. It's pretty unique. Now the collector on eBay also gave me the back of the packaging that he cut out from him, so that's pretty cool. Tells you a little bit about the Cogjit, the conception behind it. It was basically trying to seem like they're going to be like the future of action figures. I saw it says that on the front here. Yeah, the future of action figures, this Cogjit thing was supposed to be like kind of like a patented design that was going to change the way that figures were sculpted and stuff like that. Which I like the sculpting and the Cogjit features with all the different types of articulation. I think they did a great job with the articulation. But I'm guessing that since I haven't seen anything else from them, that this probably didn't catch on, and a lot of people probably didn't like it, or people didn't really catch on to it, and it's unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen a second series of these. I think these were great figures. I've already inspected all the ones that I have now. I'm pretty blown away by how great they are. You get a description about Cogjet, and then you get a generic description about what Mortal Kombat's all about. So that's pretty cool just to have the back of the packaging of the original, packaging that it came with. Even though I don't collect figures in box, I'm an open box collector, still nice to have this. It's kind of like a, nostalgic kind of feel, because these things came out like 1999, 2000, so almost 16 years ago. It's crazy. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think about these figures. I think they're pretty unique. I think they're pretty cool, and it's definitely something unique to have to your Mortal Kombat collection. I collect all the Mortal Kombat stuff from like the real old school Palisade stuff, and some of the older, even Hasbro figures that they came out with back in the day, to all the way to the new Mezco line. So definitely a very cool thing to have in my collection, kind of nostalgic type of feel. So yeah, check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of Mortal Kombat reviews on there. I also got a ton of animations that I do, and I collect other action figure lines as well, not just Mortal Kombat. So check that out, if you're a fan of Halo, Walking Dead, or Star Wars, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe, because I come out with new videos every week, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Thank you all for watching.